Hello and welcome to my mod spotlight video. I went into the Nexus, I looked over some mods, I found some that looked interesting or funny or quality of life, and I put them together and made a mod list. So sit back, grab some popcorn, grab your lube, grab your popcorn, grab your drink, and let's enjoy this video. So first up on the list, we have a mod that you've probably seen before, most likely one of the most popular mods currently on there, but it is Detailed Character Creation. And this mod is pretty self-explanatory. It just adds a more detailed character customization, as simple as you can get. This will probably be eventually added, I would imagine, in the future by Tailworlds, but for now, you can make yourself younger, I suppose. I guess that's younger. You can make yourself like fatter, you can make yourself skinnier, more bulkier or more lean, I guess. And then we got, oh yeah, here you go. Yeah, you can make yourself a buff, dude. You can make yourself a buff fat dude. You know, you get the point. You can make it. Oh, if you want to be a baby traveling the lands of Calradia and conquering the world, you can do that. If you want to be a young teen conquering the world, if you want to be like a teenager just leaving the house, you can go and you can also make yourself a really bulky teenager, or you make yourself a fat teenager. You can make yourself a giant freak of nature. I don't know, whatever you want to do, you can do it. You can achieve the peak immersion, or you can achieve just complete and utter craziness with this mod. So that's the Detailed Character Customization mod, and let's move on to the next one. So this next mod is a mod that you may want to use if you just want to have a kind of screw around fun time and just, I don't know, just screw around. And that mod is called Boy Zoi's Child Conscription. Now it's pretty easy to conscript children. All you gotta do is go to any village of anyone you don't like. You just walk into the village and you say, yo, give me your children. Naturally, they're not gonna like that, and they're gonna say, hey buddy, screw you. We're not gonna give you our kids. So be prepared to fight the militia. However, if you are like me and you enjoy having your child army kill all the adults in the world and take over the world and take over the kingdoms because you know you can rule better than the evil adults, then this mod is definitely for you. Normally the militia would be a problem, but I am God, so all I gotta do is this. It's called the Arrow of Death. I shoot an arrow up into the air, lightning comes down, they're all dead. I have one, because I am God incarnate. Now just like that, once you beat the militia, you click done, you loot all the stuff, and then you continue, and just like that, as you see, 6 new child conscripts. So this next mod is simply called the Cheer mod. So during battle, when you're leading all your children in huge sieges and battles against looters and conquering the world with your little army of delinquent children, you click the V key and you inspire them for battle. Give them hell, my children. Give them hell in God's name. Kill the looters in my name. Yep. Very good. Very good. Kill the adults. Kill them. Yes. Just like that. You inspire your troops with a simple hit of a button. Your children kill all the adults. God is happy. This next mod is another quality of life improvement, which will help you save a lot of time when you are just traveling on the map and trying to engage enemy looter parties or any type of bandits or whatever. This mod is called Fast Dialogue, and it's pretty self-explanatory as well as the last one. It basically just skips all of the little initial dialogue and lets you get right into the fight. And just like that, we're in the fight, saving probably a lot of time. You know, if you add up all the time in the game that you probably spend just talking to these pathetic bandits, now you don't have to waste that time. You can hop right into it and just murder them all. For our next mod, we have a mod called Entreprenuer. Essentially, this mod allows you to buy land from local villages to make money off of. So all villages now have a random number of acres where some will be vacant and others will be occupied by the village. Each acre has a value that is calculated by the production of the village and availability. The player can now buy and sell acres with some percentage of deviation from the real value. Each day, all player-owned acres will yield a profit, and raids will have a chance to destroy the farm plot, so you got to keep that in mind. But if you're the type of player that likes to have a lot of money, you don't like to fight, you like to be like a trader, you like to have a lot of industries and caravans, and this is just another way for you to buy land. So we'll head over to this village right here, and we'll appraise the land. So there are 7 acres of land for sale. You can see 1 acre of land is worth 4,632 dinars. And 1 acre of land produces, I guess, 172 a day. So if I was to buy okay, I bought 1 acre. I'm too poor to buy any more. So we're going to buy that 1 acre. And I guess that's going to start giving us some money. Yep, your land, properties, and rents have generated 172 worth of income this week. So it doesn't seem to actually show up on your expected change, but down in the bottom left, it'll tell you how much money you're making a day. So essentially every time you spend about 4 or 5 grand on a village, you're going to get back about 170-ish a day. I guess it varies on per village. We can go look at that real fast. Like over here in this village, holy crap. In this village, it's 11 grand per acre, but they yield 420 dinars a day. I'm not sure how balanced this is or not. I mean, it is very expensive to buy these acres, but I guess if you do simple math, 11k divided by about 400, you can kind of see how long it will take for you to get your money back. In the long run, I'm not sure how balanced this is, but who cares about balance? I mean, look at me, I command a child army. The next mod that we have is called Companion Overhaul. So if you're like me and you love to have a great harem of female warriors follow you around into battle, then this mod is definitely one you'll be interested in. The Companion Overhaul mod, to put it in the mod author's words, is a small mod that makes the female-generated companions not look like the result of centuries of inbreeding. And then it goes on to say, if you don't like having overly, maybe unrealistically attractive women in your Mountain Blade, then this might not be for you. However, who doesn't like a harem of hot girls following you around? So to give everyone an example of what the mod does, is here is a companion that the mod has changed. We have Tessa the... Excuse me, woman! Stop moving! I'm trying to look at your features. Let me use my force powers. Let's get a good look at Tessa the Black. As you can see, she looks pretty attractive. Essentially, this mod, as I said before, modifies all the female companions to look really hot. Can I touch your milkers? So this next mod is a huge quality of life, I guess, improvement, I would say. It's called Hideout Battle Max Troop Limit. If you've ever done a hideout before, then you know how aggravating they can be if not handled in the correct manner, I guess you could say. But this mod basically gets rid of the cap of like 10 men and allows you to actually attack the hideout with your full force rather than having to come in with 10 men, which really does come into handy, especially later game when you get hideouts, packed to the brim with like 30 to even 40 enemies. It's virtually impossible to do it with just 10 people. I'm not entirely sure, but I think there's also a way to go into the mod files themselves and actually put your own limit on how many men you'd like to be allowed to join you. But either way, this mod is pretty handy in helping you take down hideouts and not having to deal with the 10-man troop limit. So for our next mod, we have Bannerlord Configurable Tourney Bet Limit. So if you're a gambling addict like I am and like to throw all your hard-earned dinars that you made scrapping with bandits and borderline dying in the process, and you just like to throw it all away on tournaments, then this mod will be great for you. So it does pretty much what it sounds. You can configure how much you would like to bet. I haven't configured it, but it seems like I can bet up to 1,000. Maybe that's just because I have 1,000. I'm not sure if this even goes higher, but I mean, right there alone is a 2,000 profit if I win, just for the first round. So this is also going to bring us into our second mod. Hopefully I don't butcher his name. It's Draxs Shoulder Cam mod. And this mod gives you pretty much like a Skyrim-esque feel. It's kind of disorientating at first, but it's actually really nice improvement, I feel like. It really does. It makes you feel like you're in a Skyrim. Or it feels like you're in a Skyrim. It feels like you're playing Skyrim. Oh my god. And we just wait till, a Skyrim mod comes out. Then you'll really feel at home. It does take a little time to get used to, but all in all, it is pretty neat. And does change up the whole feel of the game. Last but not least, we have a mod that obviously you would only ever need if you were trying to build the ultimate, most immersive game you could possibly ever make. And that is the No Underwear mod. And it does pretty much what it says. You take your clothes off and you're naked. You have no underwear. Now, clearly the only reason you would ever need this is if you're trying to make a super immersive game to where you capture your enemy, you capture your most hated enemy's wife or her daughter, and you take her clothes off. I mean, let's be realistic here. Why would you ever need a mod like this unless you're trying to get peak realistic immersive feelings while playing Mount and Blade 2 Bannerlord? Jeez, not my most proudest fab. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this little list of mods. I went in, I tried to find some cool kind of realistic quality of life mods, as well as some like wacky child conscription mods. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this little mod tier list. It's not really a tier list, but I hope you enjoyed all this mod showcase. Now, there's a lot of mods on the Nexus right now, a lot of minor ones that add tweaks and stuff, so I can't really go through them all, but as time progresses, I'm going to go ahead and try to grab as many cool mods as I can and keep on making these little spotlight videos. So if you want to see more of these, leave a like, don't forget to subscribe, and I hope to see you in the next spotlight video.